Welcome to Sagittarius Squad YouTube channel. Today we're going to be filming a speed build. This is a 30k budget starter home. So that means if you've just worked up like 23k, I guess, and you decide to delete your base game house, the one you start off with, you'll be able to afford this one. It's actually pretty cheap. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. This is perfect for little role plays, or if you want to adopt someone in the game or one of your friends, you want to adopt them. There's everything for a baby room. So there's not a kid's room, but there is a baby room. It's perfect for that. And there's everything for a baby except for a bathtub. You can add a bathtub on your own. I could not find the space for one. So, yeah. That's going to be what the base of this will be today. Right now I'm starting off by adding the roof. I did a combination of gable roof and the slanted roof. I thought it really made sense for this build, and I think they blend well together, like mix into one roof instead of multiple. Again, I also added in another room to this house, so you won't see that for a little bit, but it's going to be added on there. It's actually not that big of a house. And also, by the way, this is only going to be 1 floor, and I'm pretty sure I didn't use too much advanced placing. If I did, then you can really do everything on the large grid that you really do with advanced placing. That I did in this build, I didn't really do anything crazy with it. So yeah, you don't need multiple floors for this as well. You just need the regular game, which only costs 25 Robux. So if you just started out, then you should be good to go on this house. But I'm really excited for it. I thought it made perfect sense. There's a desk. There's no computer, but there's a nice sized living room. And I think it works out well. I'm adding in also doors because the only bathroom in this place I know is the ensuite to the master bedroom, which I know is kind of annoying if you have guests over, but I don't really think this is made for too many guests. I mean, if they do need to use the bathroom, you can add a half bathroom to it, or even add another bathroom in. There's some space somewhere that you can add it in, so it'll fit somewhere. I'm also fiddling around with the colors. I didn't know which color I wanted to have there because there's a lot of options, and I didn't want to do it the exact same as what I always do, but I really ended up doing it almost the exact same. I just slightly changed the color. I did a light gray instead of a white. Like, I know, so original. But I'm also, this is something that I never really do on my builds. I add wall trim to it, so then there's like boxes. I've seen this before that I really like, and so I tried to add it. I used some marble countertop, except it has those grids on it, and I thought it looked pretty okay. It's not my favorite, but it's the closest I could get to what I wanted to do, so that's what I ended up doing. By the way, if you see the blank screens, my thing kept on going out of the game, and it would go into a different tab, so that kept on popping up during the thing. I'll try to edit out as much as possible, but you might see some little black cuts every once in a while. I also did these oyster colored countertops. I thought they looked pretty good, and then the counters are white with linen handles. I'm pretty sure either that or oyster handles. I like the oyster and linen colors. I think they both look really good for like modern houses, and I think they go with the theme of what this was supposed to be, a modern house. So yeah. Excuse me. I also put in a very big couch chair plus an armchair. This has quite a bit of seating area. It's good for hosting, except for the bathroom situation, which I was talking about earlier. But like, if you have a bunch of people over, there's a big dining room, and it can seat 6 people, and then the living room has, I think you can seat 5 people. I did the nice couch, which was like not the best decision on my part. I could have saved a lot of money if I didn't, but I did it, and it's too late to change now. So, that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, I ended up also making a wall. I never really do this as well. This is a house that is just full of new things that I haven't tried before. So I put, you won't see it yet, but in a few seconds you'll see it. I put a wall in, yeah, actually I'm doing it right now. I'm putting a wall in with a doorway, and those doorways, then you can see, then you can walk through them, but there's still kind of a divider. I wanted to do that since the dining room doesn't seem like it's in the same room as the kitchen, which I feel like makes sense because that's how some houses are. And like in our house, we have something similar to that. There's a hallway, and then there's an open doorway instead of a door into the living room and dining room and things like that. So I thought it kind of would be something that people actually have in their houses. It's not like something that you would be completely out of place. And I couldn't find the doorway wide enough, so I had to use two, and it kind of looks like there's a pillar there, just like dividing the two or like supporting the roof up. And I also added tall cabinets. I also never add cabinet hoods. I never feel like they're really functional in this game. Cabinet hoods, like stove hoods, or like ranges. I don't know. I'm sorry, but that thing right in between the cabinets above the stove, that thing. I keep on forgetting what it's called. So I put that there. I never really do that in my houses though. I feel like it kind of looks, it doesn't go with the cabinets usually when I do it. I don't know why. And also it kind of seems like a waste of money to me in this game because it really has no function. I'm just being honest with you guys because really, what is the point? There's no like fires in this game. You can't start a fire in your house. I can leave the stove on with something in the oven for half an hour by half an hour, I mean half an hour in real life. I'll leave something in the oven and it still will not burn. So there's really no fires or anything like that in this game. It's pretty easy. It's pretty hard to mess up something like that. And I'm also adding in carpets to the rooms. Oh, by the way, you can see right now I added on the baby room. I wasn't originally going to do that, but then I decided some people like to like role play with their friends or adopt someone just from the game. And so I added it in, and there's a changing table, a couple of toys, and a little baby potty in there. It's really pretty empty. Again, I left everything here up to personalization. This is definitely something open that you guys can edit to however you like. Like if you have photos that you want to have for like your family photos or cute decals that you found on Pinterest or Google or something like that. But if you'd like to add those to here, then that would make perfect sense, but I couldn't find anything specifically, and that's not really like my favorite thing to do, and I don't like making things customized if I'm not going to use it personally. So, but if you guys are going to build this thing, then definitely add your own personal touches. I added the wall trim to fill up space because I really don't have anything to fill up space. I can't make things look like they were lived in. That's not my thing. I build houses that are like I don't know, like they're being rented out or something, like a perfect house, like not one that's messed up or cluttered or things like that. I feel like Bloxburg doesn't have that option for a lot of things. Like you can't make things seem cluttered. Everything is just how it is. You can make something seem cluttered, but like there's no other options for it. The only thing you can really change is the color swatches. There's no like other decals on a ketchup bottle, and there's really only ketchup and mustard in this game. There's like no barbecue sauce or things like that. And you can't really change anything to make it look like you have a spice cabinet. Well, you have the spice racks, I guess. No, never mind what I said about that. But there's pretty much everything else. And anyway, we're starting to get to the end of this build. You can see I'm adding in those crown molding things at the top of the walls. I thought it made it look a little bit more finished. Again, if you're more on a budget for this house, you can totally leave out the wall trims that I added. Those are completely unnecessary. I just thought they looked good in this house. And by the way, this house is also decorated for Halloween. So if you're building this in a different season, because I'm filming this during Halloween season in Bloxburg, as you can see from the dead grass, I don't love the dead grass. I think it looks good, but it's not my favorite. But that's a different story. I also decorated this for Halloween though, so there's a candy bucket in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm adding that right now actually. Then like a kid can go trick-or-treating, and there's a candy bucket in the kitchen, and I think there's also one in the yard. So that's, I think, kind of cool. So then you can set that up for trick-or-treating if you're building this, and you're in a public server. I was in a private server for this, but if you're in a public server, you can have other people come up to your house and get candy, or you can have like trick-or-treaters coming. I didn't add a doorbell or security camera doorbells, so that's something that you can add if that's what you're looking to do. But that was not what I was looking to do. So people can just knock if they're trick-or-treating. And I was originally going to make this, by the way, a 20K starter home. Then I added the baby room, and I was like, okay, 25K. And I was like, okay, 30K, because I have to decorate for Halloween. So I stopped at 30K. I was like, okay, that's not a starter home anymore. That's a full-on house. So it didn't really make sense for me to be adding more than that. But I did go pretty much all out for those Halloween decorations. I added I added one of the inflatables, some of the pumpkin people, and then several candy bowls, a bunch of pumpkins in the front. The dining room has some little tabletop pumpkins. And that was pretty much all I added. Oh, I also added gravestones. I forgot about that. Those things are pretty expensive. The RIP ones, not the new ones. I would never buy one of those for this much of a budget house. I think those are way overpriced, and I know there's supposed to be like a joke for it, but I don't really get it personally. But we're getting to the end of this. I'm just finishing up decorating. I'm adding in a candy bucket, candy bowl for when you have trick-or-treaters coming, and also a little garden area, so you can plant your flowers or just have a little balcony area if you'd like. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to have screenshots also of the floor plan and the front of the house and the back of the house and things like that, just so that you guys can see exactly the items that I added and put them into your own build. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and by the way, please check out our Roblox group. You can see the link down in the description below. It's the Roblox group where we'll be announcing new videos, possibly giveaways, we don't know yet, and announcements, shout-outs, things like that. So, thank you so much for coming back to our channel. Please make sure to like and subscribe.